Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, April 21st. I'm Nicole Nalepa. Scot is tracking an early warning weather alert for you this morning because severe weather is expected across the state later this afternoon. So, Scot, exactly what time should we keep our eyes to the skies?
You know, anytime after 2 o'clock this afternoon, Nicole, that's when we are expecting these strong storms to move in. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Yeah, it's going to get a little rough around here. The Storm Prediction Center has placed Connecticut in the slight risk category for receiving some strong storms, but that's this afternoon through this evening. In the meantime, we're off and running with a pretty good start out there. The typical overnight low is about 40, normal high is about 63. There are the numbers, a little wonky. 38 in Winstead, cool up there in northwest Connecticut, but 53 in Wallingford. So the temperature spread is great this morning. Let's take a look at the headlines. Cool and calm to start. Yep, here we go. Temperatures again, upper 30s, Salisbury 39, but you move to New Haven, it's 53. So you got a little bit of an influence there, that southwesterly flow, keeping the milder temperatures along the shoreline, but that'll cool things off a little bit for the temperatures along the shoreline later this afternoon. All right, now look at the numbers. Look at Buffalo, 30. Pittsburgh, 32. Those numbers are ours tomorrow morning. So there's going to be a big drop in temperature as we move through the day today and into tonight. And by tomorrow morning, we're only in the upper 20s, low 30s. So there's a big drop in temperature expected once we get past these storms. The winds are fairly calm out there this morning, and what a beautiful skyline it is. It looks like a Hudson River painting in Waterbury. 49 degrees. Beautiful in New Haven. You can see the Sleeping Giant State Park all the way in the distance there, with a little bit of a breeze. New London looking equally as nice with a temperature close to 50 degrees this morning. And hello, Middletown. Absolutely gorgeous with the sun reflecting off the Connecticut River. So storms are expected later today. They could pack a punch with strong cloud-to-ground lightning. Strong straight-line winds can be expected. There could be some damage out there, some tree damage, some power lines coming down. So, and if you're an outside worker, you really got to have a safe haven to get to in the event some of these storms are rolling through your area. This is 3 p.m. Notice 3 p.m., that lightning and thunder symbol right through 6 p.m. That's still with us. More of the same for the shoreline. 3 p.m. through 6 p.m., 7 o'clock this evening. We're talking about showers and thunderstorms rolling through the state, all associated with a cold front that'll be draped through Connecticut. Much cooler tomorrow. Tonight and tomorrow looking much cooler. Some scattered showers are developing now, so you might see a passing shower between now and about noontime, but the bigger event comes later this afternoon through tonight. Look at that front. That means business. It means some snow for our neighbors to the west, where those temperatures are in the low 30s, but not for us. There might be a flurry on the tail end of the system in northwest Connecticut late this afternoon through tonight. But here comes the trouble. 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30 this afternoon, 5:30, still with us, and then by 7, 8 o'clock it starts to wind down, and tonight looks like a better night, and tomorrow looks like a better day, but it's going to be cold and windy tomorrow. All right, severe threat today. Notice everybody in the yellow. Be careful. And even in the green, you got to be careful. So the very pale color there, that's the general thunderstorm threat. Then the green is an elevated level, and then the yellow is one more level on top of that. So you can see we're going to be under the threat for severe weather in the state. Temperatures today top out in the mid 60s, but watch as they drop tonight into the upper 20s and low 30s. That is a chilly night tonight and a cold day tomorrow. Showers and thunderstorms this afternoon through this evening. It's going to be windy, and then your 7-day forecast includes a nice day tomorrow, but it's going to be windy and cold. Friday, moderation. Saturday looks good. Sunday looks wet. And then Monday and Tuesday, 2 nice days with moderating temperatures. 7:04 is now the time. Nicole, we'll send it back to you.
All right. Thanks, Scot. Reaction to the jury's verdict in the Derek Chauvin murder trial continue to pour in this morning. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Aya Galal explains how activists and leaders here in Connecticut are responding.
Nearly 1 year ago, George Floyd's death rocked the nation. This morning, reaction is pouring in after a jury found former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin guilty of murdering Floyd.
When guilty on all 3 counts happened, it's like, oh my goodness, justice. Justice had been served.
Across the nation and right here in Connecticut, communities watched in anticipation as the verdict was announced.
Shout out to the justice system. We're doing the right thing with Derek Chauvin today. That man don't deserve to be free.
It's good to see some truth prevail.
Hartford Mayor Luke Bronin weighing in and saying, quote, "Those of us in elected office must continue to stay committed to the work of strengthening relationships of trust and accountability between law enforcement and the communities they serve. And that work is as urgent and important as ever," end quote. U.S. Senator Richard Blumenthal saying in a statement, quote, "True justice would be George Floyd alive today, but this guilty verdict proves emphatic, necessary accountability," end quote. Aya Galal, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Now, the president of Connecticut's NAACP says that Chauvin's guilty verdict is rare and that this is just the start of addressing police accountability and racial injustice.
The verdict is definitely not enough. We have a lot of work to do. This is just, I would say that this is a light.
And he mentioned how there is still some more work that needs to be done. And he said that this is to prevent similar acts from happening in the future. Chauvin will be sentenced within the next 2 months, and he's facing anywhere from 12 to 40 years in prison. Moving on now to the coronavirus in Connecticut. We have been hearing from some of you about the concerns you have regarding the governor's decision to lift restrictions on businesses come May 19th. Nearly 2,400 of you took part in an Eyewitness News viewer poll yesterday. 58% of you said you do not agree with the governor's decision, while 42% of you said you supported it.
I agree that we need to lift some, but I don't think we should do 100%. I think it should be 50 or maybe 75.
Experts say Connecticut is 61% vaccinated. And now to the latest coronavirus numbers in our state. The state's positivity rate is now sitting at 3.46%. We know that in the last day, 6 more people have died and 13 more people are in the hospital. And Channel 3 is your vaccine authority. West Hartford Public Schools will be having a vaccination clinic today for students 16 and up. This clinic is located at the Yukon Health Outpatient Pavilion. We know that students have to be pre-registered, so no walk-ins will be allowed. And then today you can get your COVID-19 vaccine in Middletown. A vaccine clinic will be held at the Cross Street AME Zion Church right on West Street. It runs tonight from 5 to 8, and you need to register for an appointment ahead of time. So you can do that by calling the number seen right there on your screen, or you can always head to the Channel 3 app for more information on not only that, but other vaccination clinics around the state. And later this morning, Lieutenant Governor Susan Bysiewicz and Secretary of the State Denise Merrill will be discussing how $4 million will be going towards modernizing elections here in Connecticut. Funding has already been approved by the State Bond Commission, and these funds will lead to more secure and efficient voter registration, election management systems, and the evaluations of the next generation of voting machines. And they will be revealing more of those plans, I should say, at 11 a.m. Thank you so much for tuning in to Eyewitness News on this Wednesday. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime on the Channel 3 app. And keep that Channel 3 app handy because of the weather that's expected later today. So be safe, stay healthy, stay positive. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Watching Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Watch us live wherever you are on our mobile, on our streaming news app. And you can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.